We're going to play some Zen Fantasy 2-page roleplay, Theater of the Mind. A 2-page roleplay is exactly as advertised. There is a first page which describes how you make a character and how you actually run and play the character in the mechanics of the game. And then the second page is a GM page that demonstrates how you can make a mission and even take the players through either co-op or solo, through a handy situation start, through a quest middle, and into the climactic ending. And today we're actually going to be playing a module, Zen Fantasy 1-page scenario, Treasure of the Dragon. And Clausius is a gadgeteer. And as a gadgeteer, we would roll 2 dice and take the higher on Do Something Anything, pretty much getting us out of jams and getting that much needed at times critical deed. He also then would roll 1 die on magic, but if he tries anything with direct combat, he should avoid that. It's 2 dice and take the lower. And we move on. Afterthought, harvest grape for wine, pay a toll. I can work the fields to collect grapes and perform a critical deed. Yeah, I can work the field. Clausius is not, as a former gladiator, Clausius is not a former slave. Clausius is not beyond working the fields and doing hard labor to gain his reward. And I'm going to roll 2 dice on Do Something Anything, looking for that critical deed. I'm +1 because I'm destined status. And here comes my first dice rolls of the game. And I rolled a 5 and a 5, +1 for destines is a 6. I've easily made my critical deed. By making my critical deed, and he toiled hard in the fields, collecting an abundance of grapes. He figured out a mechanism that would allow him to harvest the grapes, but they quickly stopped him because he was cutting the vines down to the very roots. I roll. And I rolled a 6. Nice lucky roll. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good. And I've got that critical insight. I found the troll. He loomed above me. I knew I could not kill him without some sort of magic blade, which I didn't have. I needed to trick him. Could I keep him long enough in the daylight so that he would turn into stone? No, I decided that I would confront him. I would tell him stories. I would tell him about his life and the rumors of the magnificence and the people that he's defeated and how his legend is spread. It seemed to entertain him, and he delighted in the telling as I added sound effects and crunch the bones, the weaker tibulas under my feet to make a snap, to emphasize each stanza of my poem. I'm going to roll 2 dice here and Do Something. I'm looking for a critical deed to entertain this guy. A 2 and a 2. +1 is a 3. Bad Faith had an extra critical deed to resolve. Now I have 2 critical deeds I need to resolve in a row. But he wasn't impressed. He thought me more of a trickster at the moment, but I showed him, no trickster here. I proffered some wine. He said he didn't drink, and I realized that the wine itself might have been a poison that would speed up the process of turning him to a stone. I accidentally spilled some myself and then flicked it on him to test my theory. 2 dice still rolling, +1. +1 is a 4. Those doubles are bad because it gives you almost no option. But I have my treasure of the Talisman of the Sun, maybe used to roll 1 more die in a scene, because I do not want that 4 and become a rapscallion for the remainder of this action. So I'm going to roll 1 of those dice again, and I rolled that is some rusty roll in there. And the 3 becomes a 4. I guess I'm confused. I've become a rapscallion. Now I'm only rolling 1 die on Do Something Anything. 3 dice, a 1 and a 5 and a 1. A 1 is a respite. It happens again treated as a 6. And we're going to add a great mob. That great mob is probably the troll himself is now coming to attack me. So I'm not destined. I have to kill a great mob. And I still have 1 more critical deed to do, but I'm rolling 3 dice. I'm going to continue on this table here, the magic table. He attacked me outright. He smashed me to the side, but I was ready with my shield. 3 dice. 3 dice plus, no plus, a 2. Power spike, an extra critical insight, and lose destined status. I already lost my destined status. Extra critical insight, 1 critical deed, 1 great mob, but I'm rolling 3 dice. It's an ugly situation here, this rolling around. Magic again. I levitated myself above the arena, trying to get to the higher walls where I could drop bricks down. I just needed to keep him pinned for a little while. The trap that he had set had actually kept him as well trapped. 3 dice. There's my 6. Okay, now I will take the 6 as else restore destined status here, because that +1 of the dice is so nice to the game mechanics. Now I still need a critical deed. I still need a critical insight. I still need to defeat the great mob of the troll himself. The troll was dazed. He could see that the clouds were lifting and that he had been too long outside. He started to claw at his own gates, trying to break them open, but I could hold them back with magic. 3 dice. 3 dice is 6. I will decide this time not to take a critical insight, but to kill the great mob. So I'm going to clean myself up with magic. 3 dice. Here comes the trifecta. And I'm adding one of my dice roll. New outfit. When you're a magician, you never need to have a tailor. I'm able to hear where the Jillian dates are now, but I have to defeat the 6 minions. 6 minions. Here they come again. 2 dice. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. 4 down. And a 5 is a poor guess.